With the vast variety of training treats on the market, how do you know which ones to choose to motivate your dog the most? If you want to make sure you have the lowdown on the best treats for training and how the value of treats you use can make a huge difference in the training results you get, stay tuned till the end. I'm going to reveal how to choose the right training treats for different levels and situations you encounter. Before we begin, for the best puppy training tips and tricks, subscribe to the channel and be sure to hit the bell to stay notified when I post new content each week. Michelle here with How to Train a Dream Dog and the creator of 30 Day to Puppy Perfection, the online puppy training program where you can train your puppy from the comfort of home. I want you to think about treats in terms of money. There are different values and dollar amounts. Now, I also want you to think about the skills your dog learns and performs as jobs and tasks. Sometimes the tasks are super tough and sometimes the tasks are easy. I don't use treats to bribe my dog to do something, but I do reinforce the behaviors I like by rewarding them. Sometimes with petting or verbal praise or even a play session. But many times when I'm working on teaching a puppy a new skill, I use training treats to really help them understand what I like and what I'd love for them to repeat again. I want you to think about a chore you absolutely hate to do. Maybe it's cleaning toilets or doing laundry or mowing the lawn. If I paid you $1 for that task, is it enough to keep you motivated to do it again? What if I paid you $100 to do the same task? Now I've got you on board. The same concept applies to our dog's training. When the task is tough or a dog is having a harder time understanding what needs to be done, it's best to pay out with a higher reward. We leave less valuable treats for the simple tasks or the tasks they're super awesome at. Treats have value and we want to use that to our advantage. For most dogs, kibble or dry biscuits are considered low-level treats. And if there aren't any distractions around, your dog will probably be fine accepting those. But if the distractions are super high and the task is tough, the low-value treats aren't gonna cut it. You need something with some oomph behind it. You heard that right. I use my dog's kibble or dog food when training. I don't always use super tasty high-value treats. Low-value treats are products like Old Mother Hubbard, dog biscuits or Buddy biscuits, and Charlie Bear. I do love Zook's training treats or even Tricky Trainers for medium value rewards, as well as any training treat that has a little bit more moisture content to it. There are a variety of training treats to choose from, and many have different protein sources like duck, lamb, chicken, and beef. If it's stinky, smelly, or slimy, it's probably going to pique your dog's interest, and I probably use it for training. Now, most of the training treats on the market can be cut in half and some even into quarters. When you're training your dog, the idea is not to overfeed them since I tend to use a lot of treats in the beginning. I make sure I subtract kibble from a meal if I'm using more treats during training. I absolutely love to use mealtime as training time since there's a whole bowl of kibble, or as I say it, each piece of kibble is an opportunity. You can also use a training technique called Jackpot Rewarding when your dog is working on a new skill. This means that instead of giving out just one piece of kibble to treat your dog for a good job, you can give 2 or more depending on the level of difficulty. So if the task was super tough, you can give your dog more than one piece to really send home the message that what they just did was way better than anything they did before. Other choices of medium value treats, Crazy Dog puts out small training treats that can be cut in half or quartered depending on the size of your dog. I also love Wellness Soft Puppy Bites too. Blue Buffalo has a training treat too called Blue Bits. The dogs love the savory salmon recipe. Bill Jack has a soft and moist training treat as well. If you've heard of Zach George, you've probably heard of the Pupford brand. I like these because they have a freeze-dried liver that dogs go nuts for. To me, freeze-dried liver ranks up there with the highest dog treats possible. I use food rolls like Natural Balance for tougher tasks as well. In the training world, we call this puppy crack because dogs love it and will do anything for it. When I use a food roll, I cut it into discs and then into tiny pieces. I save some and freeze the rest for later. You might be wondering what's considered a tough task and when would I use a high value treat? Good question. What about when you're working on recall or the come command? Maybe leave it? You want to teach your dog that it's far better to come running back to you or leave something potentially dangerous alone than it is to run away from you or pay attention to all the other distractions going on all around them. The recall or come command is the only command I never stop rewarding my dog for. I want them to always get the reward for coming back to me. And the only time I don't have a treat, they won't know it. They will have previously learned that every time they came to me, it was great. You can also use that training technique I mentioned before, Jackpot Rewarding. Again, this means that you give your dog more than one piece of kibble for a job well done, depending on the level of difficulty. And that, again, really sends home the message that they really did a good job. All right, all the other commands I eventually wean off of giving treats when my dogs know how to perform them in every kind of situation. In the comments below, tell me which training treats do you use or which ones are you going to try? And if you're looking for more information on teaching your dog new skills and getting them to perform no matter what distractions are going on all around them, make sure you check out 30 Days to Puppy Perfection. I put a link in the comments below. If you're also looking for tips and tricks on training, you can join my Facebook group, Puppy Training with Michelle Lennon. I want to personally invite you. Come on over. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and don't forget to grab the new puppy starter kit. The link is in the description below. If you like this video, please let me know by hitting the like button and share it with another puppy owner who can also benefit from learning all about the best dog training treats.